Initially, when I was asked to come here, I got to thinking back to when we did the Intercontinental Fishing Tournament in 2017 at Sugar. Like, I had a great time. Big fish, and you hear about Mexico, and when they said we was coming to Lake Guerrero, I mean, the eyes got really big because you're thinking about catching big bass all the time.
No, that's probably the way I'll go, is down through Houston, cut through those little roads. So we've heard about Lake Guerrero and the big bass it has. You know, it's known for the world record bass of Mexico. So we were all excited to come down here. So we discovered that we've got a little tack nail on the side of our tire. We just crossed into Texas, and this is what we find. So now we got to find us a tire, get it replaced. Luckily our spare is good, so we're up and running.
Everybody makes fun of a redneck until you have to flat on the side of the road.
Jingle bells, jingle, what the hell are we doing? Driving 763,412 miles? Bullshit like that. How you doing, man? All right, man. How about you?
Nathan.
Patrick, good to meet you. Not that.
But it's not that big.
No, it's 40-something probably. But it's got, this is the true theory of 80% of the fish live in 20% of the lake. This is where you prove it.
Start from scratch? Yeah. Okay. My name is Patrick Starnes. I'm a contractor from South Texas. Nice. Start over again. That's all right, dude. You want a beer? You all right? All right. My name is Patrick Starnes. I'm a contractor from South Texas. I hunt and fish as a hobby, and unfortunately it's grown into a little bit more of a hobby, but I enjoy it.
There's tons of males up there, so you can catch the hell out of males. It's not about going out and catching 5. We're all gonna have 5. It's about mixing in the big ones. So they're gonna take us out and show us out. We caught a 13 here, we caught a 12 here, we caught a 10 here. They're gonna show us all that stuff. And we're gonna know, I mean, you caught a 10 there 2 weeks ago, that was one fish that moved up, the wave hasn't come. Where's the ledge behind us? Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, this guy, Patrick Starnes, man, he's one crazy son of a gun, man. I started noticing that this guy was constantly, you know, winning these tournaments, and a couple of times we bumped heads, and he came up to me one time and he's like, hey man, that's you right there, because I'm number 1. And I'm like, who's this guy, you know?
Not that deep, when you flip in it, your bait sinks down all the bottom and just crap, nothing there. And you could tell that water right away. The gravel banks and the rock banks is where they're gonna be out on the main lake stuff. There's 5 or 6 islands. They all have ledges all on the outside of them. If they push to the outside, they're gonna be out there.
So crossing the border was unreal. It was like, now what do we do?
I was getting nervous, and the way these people drive is unreal.
Turn, turn, and turn. Pulling the boat and the trailer just don't work out.
The Mexican state south of the valley is asking for help.
The governor of Tamaulipas is hearing back from Mexico City after sending President López Obrador a letter.
It was sent as new violence breaks out along the border in Nuevo Laredo.
The Americano Bass team has arrived safely at Lake Guerrero, safely and free of danger. With heavy winds in the forecast, we predicted to be a difficult day to be on the water.
So, Lake Guerrero, Padilla, Tamaulipas.
Lake Guerrero has parts of it that's very deep. Around the dam and the points around the dam, real deep water. It's mainly a shallow, muddy lake.
Well, Lake Guerrero is the oldest lake in Mexico for bass fishing. It was the first lake in which bass was impounded back in the early 70s. It also was the first lake where Americans went out to fish outside the United States. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of Americans drove their boats back in the 70s in those old roads that we used to have.
My boy Winston had a hot hand yesterday. He's about to get it going on right now.